It seems like YouTube's not working. It's not showing my live. It's not showing anything. But that's okay, because we are live. So we're going to be going over a pre-workout meal. What do you guys normally eat for your pre-workout meal? And then we're going to do a live workout in a little while, okay? We're going to do chest and arms and shoulders today. Chest, arms, and shoulders. So we'll wait for a few people to come in, and then we'll get started. I can't wait to tell you guys some of my favorite bodybuilding meals that I use to get jacked. How I get shredded, all right, guys? And remember, we got super chats. So far, we got... It's not even showing it. I think the internet's down. I think the internet is not doing too well. That's why it's having a problem. Yeah, it just keeps trying to... It's hardwired too, guys. Come on, let's go, let's go. Join up. The volume just went out too. It's like the internet is extra slow today. Let's get it, guys. All right, we got a viewer. We got a viewer. All right, now we can start since we got a viewer. Okay. So talking about pre-workout. All right, we lost him. We'll just wait for another viewer to come in. Watermelon. I'll wait till we get another viewer. All right, we got another viewer. All right, we'll get started. So, when you're talking about a pre-workout meal, first of all, when should you eat your pre-workout meal? Should you eat it right before you go to the gym? I'm going to answer that question for you today, and then we're going to talk about what is the best pre-workout meal, okay? So, generally speaking, if you're eating a meal that includes carbs, fats, and proteins, or a combination of those, you want to eat your meal about 2.5, 3 hours before you go to the gym, okay? Because what's going to happen is when you lift weights, when you try to get jacked, your blood is going to be pumping to the muscle. All that blood is going to go right to these guns, all right? So that's why you want to eat about 3 hours before you work out. If you eat right before you work out, or you eat during your workout or whatever, then the blood's going to try to digest that food. And so your body's going to want that blood, but your gut's going to want it too. Your gut needs that blood to digest your food and to circulate all the nutrients through your body. So you want to go to the gym basically having already digested the majority of your last meal. So that means when you go to the gym, you're not going to have any food in your stomach. You hopefully ate 3 hours pre-gym, okay? So that way, if you eat way before you go to the gym, then all that food will be digested and your muscles will get a way better pump because the blood's not going to be rushing to your stomach, to your gut to digest that food. So that's the first key, is you want to eat about 3 hours before you go to the gym. And you can have a meal that has carbs, fats, and proteins. Or you can choose to have a meal like a watermelon, okay? Watermelon, it gives you tons of energy. It refills those glycogen levels, okay? And you can use it for very quick energy. So watermelon, you could probably eat about an hour and 15 minutes before you go to the gym, because the watermelon is going to digest faster. And you're going to want to utilize all that sugar. You're not going to want to eat the watermelon, sit there for 3 hours, and then go to the gym. You want to eat that watermelon, eat all the sugar, and then use it right away. Start pumping up those muscles right away, okay? And believe me, guys, we're going to get a pump today, okay? Let's get some more viewers in here, and then we're going to get a big pump. We're all going to get pumped up together. All right, since we got 4 viewers in here, I'm going to show you my #1 tip for getting jacked, okay? #1 trick for getting big biceps. This is what you want to do. You want to go buy some of this. Creatine plus hydroxymethylbutyrate monohydrate. Creatine plus HMB, okay? You're going to want to buy some of this. And then you want to take a nice scoop of it, okay? A nice scoop of about 4 or 5 grams. And then you go like this. And one thing, guys, every day you could take up to 10 grams of creatine, okay? If you take more than 10 grams, it's not going to give you that many benefits, okay? But if you go as high as 20 or even 30 grams of creatine, it will give you slight benefits, okay? So you're going to get most of your benefits from creatine up to about 5-10 grams. When you go beyond that, 20 grams, 30 grams, it's not going to be as dramatic. Your face might get filled with water too, okay? But you also might be thinking a little bit more quicker because it gives you that much more ATP, all right? So you're going to want to take your creatine, put it in here, and then you're going to want to go like this. Ugh. And you got to eat that watermelon quick because that creatine tastes so bad. You just shoot it, and then that's how you get the muscles looking more full, okay? When you fuel up on carbohydrates, sugars, creatine, and then you get a pump, that's going to make your muscles get even bigger, okay? So when I start working out, my muscles are just going to swell up almost like they're going to explode, like somebody is blowing air into them, okay? Can you take too much creatine? Okay, that's a great question. The answer is, yeah. If you take above 20 or 30 grams of creatine a day, you're going to pee it out, okay? You're not going to utilize it because the muscle will get saturated with creatine and literally you won't be able to put any more creatine in the muscle. There's called a saturation limit, okay? So when you take creatine, yeah, your muscles can only absorb so much. That's why they say you should do a loading phase where you take about 15, 20 grams a day, and then after about a week or two, you only take 5 grams a day, okay? So with creatine, I don't see any point of really going higher than 5 to 10 grams. If you do higher than that, it'll probably just make your gut more bloated. You're not going to get endless energy. You know, your pump's not going to get massively bigger. If you take 50 grams of creatine, it's not going to really matter. So I would personally say for average people, take 5 to 10 grams a day. And then if you really want, you could take 15 or even 20 grams a day. There is no negative side effects necessarily. Creatine has been well studied, upwards of 30 grams a day. There's really no bad side effects. But remember, guys, you want to take a lot of water with your creatine. If you do not take water, your body's not going to get bigger. You're not going to gain any weight. Okay? Your muscles are not going to get bigger if you don't take water. So I actually took 2 scoops of creatine today. 2 scoops. And that's enough. That's enough. I don't need more than 2 scoops of creatine. And I quit taking creatine for about 2 weeks. Remember, guys, if you stop taking creatine, the water will leave your body, especially if you stop eating sugar and carbohydrates. You will lose weight big time. And then when you start taking creatine again, drinking water, you're going to gain weight big time, okay? When I take creatine, if I'm drinking enough water, I'll gain about 8-9 pounds. So when I stop taking it, my weight will go all the way down to 165. Then I start taking it, up to 173. Okay, so creatine actually does make your muscles bigger, more full. Creatine is the #1 bodybuilding supplement, other than maybe a protein powder. But in reality, you don't really need protein powder. And in reality, you don't really need creatine, because beef has creatine. If you're eating beef every day, you know. Watermelon has citrulline. Citrulline can help your body release arginine, okay? So when you eat watermelon, it can do many things for your body. Increasing arginine can increase things like erection quality, okay? So this will increase erection quality, because citrulline converts into arginine. Arginine, well, it doesn't convert to arginine. It helps free up arginine in your body, I guess. And arginine will expand your blood vessels, dilating your blood vessels everywhere, including your brain, your muscles, and everywhere. So this is very, very good pre-workout. All these sugars, it's going to just swell up my muscles. I could almost even take more creatine. I want to get jacked. Can you use the bathroom well on creatine? If you take a ton of creatine and you don't drink enough water, you'll get constipated. Because creatine will, basically your muscles will take all your water. But wait, don't you need water in your gut to help digest, to help keep it moving? Yes. So taking creatine without the water, it will make your gut basically solidify and stop moving as fast. And you can get constipated. So yes, when you take creatine, you gotta drink water. You gotta. You look like something from Stray Kids. Let's all eat watermelon and get a... Okay, I can't say that. I can't say that comment, guys. Okay? When I took creatine, I had problems using the bathroom. Yes, because you didn't drink enough water. Like I said, your muscles will take all that water. Okay? So you have to have water in your intestines. So you got to drink extra water. That's why your intestines freeze up. That's why you don't go to the bathroom on creatine. If you drink enough water, you'll be totally fine. Okay? As bodybuilders, what we should do, or as humans, as soon as we wake up in the morning, we should drink water filtered through reverse osmosis. Every day, you should drink a lot of water in the morning. A lot. Like probably 4 cups of water right when you wake up. That's really the best thing for cleansing your body, helping clean out your digestive tract. Okay? This message is held for review. An increased erection and a pre-workout. So I gotta go work out. No. When you start working out, your muscles are going to take all that blood. You won't have an erection if you're lifting weights. It's not possible. Okay? If you're really going at the weights, you will not have an erection. Okay? This is good. One thing about watermelon, it has a lot of potassium. Too much potassium is not good. So you don't want to eat like tons and tons and tons and tons of watermelon. But you can still have some every day. Yep, first thing in the morning, drink a glass of water and take a cold shower. Yeah. I'm not into the cold showers, but they say that they're very good for you. Hey, long live King Cobra. Long live the Cobra. All right, guys, we're getting a few views now. We're getting some views. Let's go. Realbotics was up today. Realbotics. XBOTF. Okay? XBOTF. You guys might want to look at this. Remember I told you to buy TerraWolf? It was at $2.50. Now it's at $9. You might want to look at Realbotics, because that's the next one. Okay? That's the next big play. XBOTF. But guys, there's going to be a lot of big plays. There's going to be a lot of big plays coming up, because the stock market could go parabolic. It's the end of the cycle. It's the end of an era. So it's going to end with a bang. Stock market's going to go way up and then probably boom, crash. Everyone's going to lose everything. The key is you got to be in cash before it all collapses, you know, and you want to go short too. And I think, not financial advice. Is the water coming back in the creek yet? We're going to find out. I'm going to go for a walk down there today. Yeah, that was a funny video I did. It was like a really eerie, spooky video. Our town is losing all water. We have no water, guys. Please send bottled water. Yeah, I thought that was a really funny one. I really got a kick out of that video. I'll show you guys. Nobody even commented on that video. The water is all dried up. All water. So guys, yeah, the town's water supply has dried up. The town's water supply is all gone. So we need you to send bottled water. I like the song. Yeah, it was intense. I kind of thought that would get like a little bit more views because it's funny. It was like, what do you mean the water dried up? It's just stopped raining, you know? It's just a creek. It'll rain again, right? I hope it does rain again, because we need water soon. The town's water supply is very low. Very low. Very low indeed. Guys, we're back. We're back. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited about the stock market again. Very, very excited. Man, I don't know what's going to happen with Realbotics, though. It looks like it's getting ready to move. Looks like it's going to move. Right now, I'm just trying to buy as many stocks and as much cryptocurrency as I possibly can, okay? Because I'm trying to make the move to get a house. This is it, guys. It's freaking make or break, okay? The people that take the highest amount of risk make the most money. And sometimes you got to be a little bit crazy to take super high risk. So people like possibly you and me, we're more conservative, we're intelligent, we don't want to lose what we've built. Sometimes we have to train ourselves to take a little bit more risk, okay? Because I am always into safety, preserving my wealth, and sometimes it's like I got to just take a gamble at it, you know? You just got to take a gamble. So I said I'm going all in on crypto. Let's go. I have to do a rain dance, yeah. Guys, hit that subscribe button. The only channel where we talk about stocks and bodybuilding. I bought a house 2 months ago, had to. I also own another house and rent out. That's my investing so far. Well, that's pretty good. That's good. You know, you're probably on the right path, I hope. At least you're making some plays, you're doing some stuff, you bought a house, you're renting out a house. That's really good. Now, I think what you want to do is you want to try to put a little bit of money into crypto each week. Also, you should have a 401k, you should have a Roth IRA. If you don't have a 401k at your job, you should definitely have a Roth IRA. Definitely. Gather the village together and start dancing. Yeah, they are, you know. They're doing that down in the town, but I'm here making videos. I can't wait to do a workout and get pumped up, guys. This watermelon is going to give me an insane pump. I should do a YouTube video, how to get a bigger pump from your workout. You know, that'd be a good workout. Or that'd be a good video. How to get a bigger pump. No, I don't work today. I got the day off. So I can spend the day with you guys talking about hopefully getting rich, you know. You know, it's not going well. The channel is really sucking, but I'm going to power through it, guys. All we need to do is get one good stream with 200 or 300 people in here. That's all we need to do to blow up. Guys, when crypto, the channel is going to blow up. This channel is going to go crazy. I know it is. Last time crypto was skyrocketing, the algorithm was pumping up my crypto videos. That will happen again. Once the algorithm starts pumping up crypto videos again, my channel is going to go to the moon, okay? But yeah, right now it sucks. We're not getting a lot of viewers, but I'm a fighter, you know? I'm a fighter. Yeah, it's going to be time to get jacked. Time to work out, time to get pumped. The most masculine thing you can do is to pick up heavy things and put them down, all right? You should do one masculine, well, you should do a lot more than that, but you should do one masculine thing every day, and that should be lifting weights, okay? Practice expressing your masculinity, all right? You got to embrace that you're a man, okay? Today men are turning into women. They're afraid to embrace their masculinity. You have to learn to embrace your masculinity, okay? See how I'm eating like a man? A woman will eat like this. I eat like a man, but pee sitting down. Okay. Okay. Don't tell anybody that. Okay? For those of us that pee sitting down, do not tell anybody that. That is not something to say publicly, because now everybody knows, I know, you know, and that's all I'm going to think about whenever I see you. All right, guys. I'm going to get going. I got to set up for my workout. And then I'm going to let this food digest for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to get pumped up, okay? I'll be right back in about 20 minutes for the workout.